So about a month ago, I got Xbox Game Pass, and the first game that I got on there was Back for Blood, and I've played it a lot, and I really like the game. So I'm just going to talk about it a lot because I like talking about things. I was really excited when I started playing Back for Blood because it's made by the same developers who made Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, which are two of the best zombie games ever made. Like in my opinion, they're just the best ever. And Back for Blood has taken those two games and improved on them in almost every single way, basically resulting in the ultimate zombies game. The general overview of Back for Blood is about the same as Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. You spawn in with up to 4 people. If there aren't actual humans controlling them, then it'll be AI. And you can pick up guns, utility, and ammo, and you fight your way through a horde of zombies with special zombies until you get to the next safe room, which is basically your checkpoint. And then you proceed from that safe room until to the next safe room, and so on until the level is over. In Back for Blood, it's almost the exact same, except it has actual customization for the guns. The graphics are a lot more modern, obviously, since the game is much newer. And at the beginning of each new checkpoint, when you load in, there's a shop in the safe room, which you can use currency that you pick up throughout the level to buy guns and attachments, and also like little perks and bonuses as well as utility for your team. I really like this type of zombies game because it makes the levels really long while also constantly throwing zombies at you for you to shoot and not making you really think too hard about what you're supposed to be doing. The game is divided into 4 acts, each one having different missions from each other. The 4th act only has one checkpoint to get to. I've only played through the 1st act, but I'm assuming the 4th act is like a final mission, kind of finale to the game. And each mission is really fun because most of the time it's just shooting your way through hordes of zombies to get to the next checkpoint. But occasionally it mixes in bosses, and constantly you'll be finding special units like the dudes with big arms that hit you repeatedly, and boomers. They're not actually called boomers, but they're called boomers in Left 4 Dead, so I'm going to keep calling them boomers because a boomer is boomer. Back 4 Blood also has a very large weapons sandbox. They have a lot of pistols, a lot of assault rifles, a lot of shotguns, a lot of DMRs, which are towing the line between useful and useless. And then they have a couple of snipers, which are useless because snipers in zombies games are bad and shouldn't be there. In general, all of the guns feel useful in their own situations, and you don't ever think, dang, if only I had a different gun. Especially because of the customization. The customization in this game is really similar to games like PUBG and Apex Legends, in the sense that you find attachments on the ground and put them on your guns. You can also buy them in the shops in the different safe rooms that you get to, but for the most part you're finding attachments on the ground. And that it's really fun because you have to like actually progress through the level until you have a good gun, and then you can just keep going on your run like forever. You keep the guns that you start with into the next mission, which is super cool because it basically means that as long as you just keep playing, you get of like really good guns and don't ever have to restart from the beginning. You also have to actually play to unlock the good attachments, which makes it feel a lot more fun because you don't start off with overpowered guns. And even though it has the same flaw that a lot of games do where the suppressors are ridiculously good, sound design is very good in this game. Animations really good, graphics really good. Everything about the guns and customization is perfect, and all of them look really cool and are fun to use. My personal favorite being either the M249 or the M4, just because I like those guns a lot, and because since the balancing is actually good, it doesn't matter which guns you pick. The levels in Back 4 Blood are very fun. They're mostly just walk forward until you reach objective, initiate objective, walk forward until you get to objective, initiate objective, walk forward until you get to objective. But they do it really well, and they kept the system of alerting hordes and replaced the witch with crows. If you just get too close or just disturb the crows in general, they'll call in the horde. And it is really fun whenever it has you like just stop and defend against a bunch of zombies before you can continue. Because the game, there's always things to shoot at, which is the reason why I play zombies games in general. The difficulty is a little bit unbalanced. I haven't actually been able to beat a level by myself past the 3rd difficulty, but that's fine because 1st difficulty is easy enough that it's really fun, especially if you get multiple people. 2nd difficulty is a little bit harder if you're like me and don't have friends. But once you get multiple people playing, 2nd difficulty is pretty easy to get past. 3rd difficulty is pretty hard to get past, even with like 1 or 2 extra people. Maybe that's just me and the fact that most of the time when people play this game with me, they're more obsessed with blowing each other up in team killing than actually progressing through the level. Probably why, actually. I haven't tried playing with good teammates. The placement of different enemies is also very good. Usually it's just a bunch of normal zombies attacking you mixed in with special mobs, which have different names from Left 4 Dead, even though they do the exact same thing. It's not Spitter, and it's not Boomer. I don't know what they're called, but I'm not going to learn it for the last time. Boomer is Boomer. And then they also have bosses in this game, which is very cool. And on all of the special mobs and bosses, it adds these areas where they where they take more damage if they get shot there, which is pretty cool addition. That wasn't in the original Left 4 Dead games. Also, the different objectives that you have to do, like clearing out nests and turning on generators and stuff, are really fun. They're definitely very unique and different. Random side note, but while recording this, I had to cough like every 30 seconds. So if it sounds like I'm trying to not cough all over the place, that is why. The levels are pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to say on them, but they are very good. They mix things together a lot, and when you play through it, it's very fun. All of the levels, it's not like some games where when you play through a level, you go, well, that was horrible. I hope the next one won't suck. Every single mission is fun, and every single level is good. Overall, I do think Back 4 Blood definitely should be bought by Valve and made Left 4 Dead 3. Well, not bought by Valve, but I think it should be made Left 4 Dead 3 because it is like truly a good successor to the Left 4 Dead series. I love this game. It is really fun to play. It's probably the best zombies game I've ever played because it is exactly like Left 4 Dead 2, but without mods and way more gameplay features and a little better maps and gunplay. Actually, a lot better gunplay. The maps are just a little better, but the gunplay is very better. Especially if you get this through Game Pass and don't have to pay for it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You can play it by yourself or you can play it with friends. Very fun either way. You can also just play it with random people online, so you know. Anyways, that's really all I had to say about Back 4 Blood. Great game, better than Left 4 Dead 2 in every way, but it's also kind of the same as Left 4 Dead 2 in a lot of ways. That's all. Bye.